Ever since delineation, a lot of people have been questioning what is FBA? What qualifies you for FBA? Everybody's just been asking this question. It is not really that hard to figure out. It's not rocket science. It's not the theory of relativity or anything like that, right? It's very simple. Case in point, you got this sister here, that she's the first generation in this country, and she just has some questions for FBA. Let's go ahead and check this out.
I just have some questions for the foundational Black Americans because I was born here. My parents were born here, okay? And I keep seeing a lot of posts about the foundational Black Americans siding with Trump and deportation. So I just want to know, how does one know that they are a foundational Black American? Because wouldn't that make every American that's Black here in America that's not from the islands or from other countries, wouldn't that make them foundational Black Americans just by being born here? Or I don't know, maybe someone said you have to have 3 generations born here. I don't know. I just want to know, how do you guys know? Because everybody can't be foundational Black Americans. There's just no way. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just trying to get more
Now, you would hear her post and you would think, oh, okay, well, that's something maybe we just need to talk about or explain a little bit further. But then look at what's on the screen here, what she has. She says, I have so many questions because you guys seem to take great pride in being FBA and being racist toward Africans. This is what she says on the screen while asking the questions that she is asking, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, what you just said about FBAs and being racist toward Africans is categorically false. Black people cannot be racist toward any group of people and surely can't be quote unquote racist to someone from the diaspora. Now, people can just maybe not like you. That's probably what it is, but racist? No, can't do that. What power do we have to quote unquote enact racism? You have to have power to enact racism, to be the dominant race, right? And racially, I guess, you're African descent, we're African descent, but culturally, we're Black American, right? And you're African. There's nothing wrong with that. Now let's get to what she's saying. Ma'am, your parents, you are from the motherland, okay? Shout out to y'all. We and my ancestors built this nation, the foundation of this nation, right? There was no America until we built it. We built it from scratch. There was no foundation at all until we built it. Then we built not only the foundation, we built America. So later you come along after America's built. After all the work was done, after all the civil rights was fought for, right? After all the dogs was, biting our ancestors and the water hoses and the Klan and all the different things that we went through and the Jim Crow and the black codes, we did all the work. You came in here later and just benefited, right? So if you can't trace even somebody in your family that went through generations or even what I described, then clearly you're not an FBA. If your ancestors don't trace back to chattel slavery in this land, you're not FBA. Now, you may have some Caribbean people may say, well, we went through slavery in the Caribbean. You're 100% right. And you need to go get your reparations from the British. Let's say Jamaica for sure. Go get your reparations from the British, right? And I support your fight for reparations. I'm not against it. And if you get reparations, I would genuinely be happy for you. If you get your reparations in the Caribbean, I wouldn't be like, why can't we get it? Because my ancestors wasn't enslaved in the Caribbean. They were enslaved here. But ma'am, not only yourself, but others, y'all are literally freaking out. You're freaking out about delineation. Because yes, as of the filming of this video, no, we haven't had a single reparations check deposited. But y'all know spiritually it's going to happen. Because if y'all thought it wasn't going to happen, if y'all thought it was just so fringe, If y'all just really thought all that, y'all wouldn't care about reparations. You wouldn't care nothing about no delineation. You sure wouldn't be trying to figure out and worm your way into being the FBA. I've never seen so many people who come to this country. This is the crazy part. They come to the country. We want to say, oh, let's practice some Pan-Africanism, right? Let's all be together. Let's all be one. And when we wanted it, they were like, nah, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. I'm not black. I'm Dominican. I'm not black. I'm, Trinidadian. All these different things that's being said, right? Everybody going to their little corner. We saying like, hey man, like let's work together. Like saying we all be together. We all be black together. And that's it. Nobody want to be black together. But now because of delineation, and you say, you know what? You're right. We should be fighting for our own group. Now all of a sudden, hey, we brothers, we sisters. Like, what are y'all doing? This is divisive. Why wasn't it divisive when we was talking about some Pan-Africanism? Why wasn't it divisive then? We didn't tell y'all divisive for going stay in your own communities away from us. We didn't accuse you of being divisive. We didn't understand it. We didn't. You're like, that's kind of weird. We did say that, but we didn't accuse you of being divisive. We didn't accuse you of being racist. We didn't accuse you of doing any of that. We just like, well, that's what them people want to do. And we went on by our business. And now since we talking about, okay, now we've delineated, now it's a problem. Oh, them FBAs. Oh, they sounding like MAGA. Oh, they taking talking points from white nationalists. We didn't say that about y'all. That y'all wanted to take talking points from white nationalists and we didn't say nothing about y'all. We didn't accuse y'all of being anything. We just understood that's what y'all wanted to do, and we had to respect it. Now, this is what FBAs want to do, delineate. You got to respect it. I think it's disrespectful. You're trying to worm your way into it being an FBA. Y'all trying all kind of somersaults, all kind of loopholes, trying to fine tooth comb any little crack in the armor you can get in. Like, ooh, I found a spot. I can get in. Like, this is desperation already. I mean, seriously. Like, why are you so desperate? Be proud of your community and your heritage. Be proud. I'm not taking away from nobody's heritage, where you come from, nothing. Be proud. But right now, FBA's got to take care of FBA because we haven't been doing that. We have neglected our community forever. We have. And now we have to fix FBA. And fixing FBA means we don't get out there and fight other fights that has nothing to do with us. It's like telling you, leave your house to come clean my house. Okay, you're going to leave my house clean, shining like new money, but your house stay dirty because you never clean yours. You always cleaning mine. Well, that'd be like you saying, nah, Phil, I'm cleaning my house from now on, bro. I have neglected my house. My house is a mess. You have to clean your own house. Well, that's divisive. Why all of a sudden you go clean your house and telling me you gonna clean yours and you not gonna clean mine no more? That's divisive. Some people like, okay, people like, that's stupid. Why would anybody say that to anybody, right? Fix your own house, clean your own, right? Wouldn't people say that? It's the same thing. Handle your own fight, handle your own things. But see, this is the issue with y'all. Some were being disrespectful, and then they want to hide behind us when white supremacy come. And what's happening right now is that you can't hide behind us and white supremacy is at your doorstep. You can't say, hey, FBAs, we brothers. We should have been brothers a long time ago. And I'm not saying every brother or sister who's an immigrant here is on any of that, because that's for sure not true. But for the ones that has saying statements like FBAs are being racist toward Africans, it's the dumbest thing ever. What are the laws that we put on the books to harm Africans? What policies we push for to harm Africans specifically? None. We're against any harm to Africans here or in the motherland. So why would you lie like that? That's a bold-faced lie. And you're the kind of person, ma'am, that we have to watch out for, and usually getting Congress and be disrespectful to us, or look out only for your own. Why don't y'all answer that question? When some of y'all get in Congress, y'all only look out for your immigrant community, but you don't look out for FBAs. You don't think that's divisive? That's hella divisive. Look out for all black people. Why only your group or y'all immigrants? That's so divisive. But y'all not being called out on y'all divisive behavior. But we divisive. We want to look out for ourselves now. So y'all, it's going to get worse. It's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. They're going to be, everybody is going to be trying to listen. Not just the diaspora. No, that's a given. Latinos, they already tried. Latinos going to try to worm their way in the FBA. Asians going to try to worm their way in the FBA. And the closer you get to reparations, you know who's the final boss going to try to worm their way in the FBA? White people. Oh, trust me when I tell you this. Reparations get this close, white people going to be trying to say, well, you know, my granny from 3-4 generations back was a slave. So, I mean, technically I could be included with FBA. Oh, it's coming. Oh, it's coming. You're going to be freaked out how many people going to be trying to worm their way into FBA. You're going to be like, wow, what in the hell is this? Am I living in the Twilight Zone? Oh, it's coming. I promise you it's coming. People know things are coming down the line, ladies and gentlemen. But, yeah, what I say to this sister here, just be proud of your heritage. You're not an FBA. You are, a first generation, African American. You're truly an African American. And shout out to you being an African American. But you're not an FBA. And that's all. Nothing wrong with that. Enjoy your African American status and hey, we'll support you. But nope, not an FBA. You must be a descendant of slaves in this land. And we didn't immigrate here. We don't have no other foreign flags we waving. We don't send money as remittance to nobody. We're not being pressured from family to do that. That sort of thing, like what immigrants go through, right? We're not forced to pay school fees for family members overseas, right? Like immigrants are forced to in a lot of ways and pressured to, right? So, nope, we're not immigrants. That's really the major criteria. Descendant of slaves and you never was an immigrant, then that's FBA. Just that simple.